Hello Saints, and welcome to this week's video announcements. From my house to yours, I'm Bennett Curran. All of us here at Notre Dame have been working hard to find some positive news to share, and we have the perfect story this week that involves one of our own seniors, who is this week's Student of the Week. More on that in a bit, but first, we want to get to some major headlines making the news this week. Construction began on our new St. Catherine of Bologna Performing Arts Center on Monday morning. With school closed due to COVID-19, the construction of the building should take less time than expected. Mrs. Jill Platt said that since the crews will not have to work around students and faculty for the next several months, they will be able to work faster. Let's hope for a speedy building process. Now, on to some other exciting news that involves some Scottsdale media recognition. The readers of North Valley Magazine voted Notre Dame Prep as the Valley's best private high school. We encourage you to open this week's Patroness if you haven't already and click on the link which will direct you to the digital magazine with our write-up. When scanning the magazine, look to pages 8 and 37. If you're an NDP student who will be a senior next year, you might want to consider purchasing your own parking spot. Several spots are available and they're conveniently located close to campus for you to get to class early and on time. Parking spots will be auctioned off during our NDP online auctioning happening May 4th through 8th. For more information, you can visit ndpsaints.org/AFS to learn more on how you can score one of these amazing parking spots and much more. The school year is quickly coming to a close, and that means summer school is right around the corner. In addition to recent changes including COVID-19, there are several updates you need to learn about. To learn more, I spoke with NDP's Mrs. Tracey Heisler. Miss Heisler, thank you for joining us today. So today we are going to address in a moment what summer school classes will look like due to COVID-19 guidelines. But first, can you tell us what's different this year, including dates of classes and which grade levels may sign up?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Bennett. For the summer of 2020, summer school will be for all rising 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. And it will be delivered online because of the COVID-19 crisis. So I'll talk a little bit more about some of those details in a minute, but one of the big changes is that the dates have changed as well. We've extended summer school to be 28 days, and it's going to start on Tuesday, May 26th, right after Memorial Day, and run through July 2nd.
Awesome. Now, I know that NDP is working hard to configure this year's summer school offerings to incorporate virtual learning so that students may complete their courses at home. Can you give us more details on how this will all work?
Sure. This year, summer school is not going to be the same as the way we've been doing our emergency remote teaching this semester. It is going to be a blended model for online learning. So what a blended online learning model means is that there's going to be every day some required virtual classroom time on video with your teacher and your classmates. And there will also be some independent work time with teacher feedback. So the virtual classroom time every day will be a space for direct interaction between the teachers and the students. Students should expect a few hours of that real-time virtual class through video conferencing software. And attendance at that virtual classroom time is going to be required. And then mixed within that during the course of the class time, there will also be some self-paced and independent activities, and students will complete that between and after the in-person video conferences. So that time might include a reading assignment, some practice questions, online discussion posts, quizzes, work on projects, etc., or maybe some group work together.
What can students and families expect this year from NDP Summer School program?
Well, we've really been working with teachers who are creating these classes. They know specifically that the courses are going to be delivered online, so they are preparing the courses to function that way, which is very different than what we've been doing in this model using, emergency remote teaching. And so students should expect that the courses are going to be designed really well for that online format, like we talked about, that combination of virtual classroom time and independent work time. I also want to emphasize how important attendance is for summer school. Students will be expected to log in for that daily class time to get those assignments done during that independent work time between and after. And they have to be present and attend at least 90% of that class time in order to get credit for the class. So that's important for them to know. For more information about specific classes and class times and what that's going to look like in the blended model, students should check out the Summer School tab on the NDP Saints website.
Yeah. So what are the key advantages to taking a summer school class?
I think at Notre Dame, summer school offers students more choices and freedom in their schedule during the regular school year. It creates some space for them to maybe take an elective class that they wouldn't otherwise be able to take. Some students also really like the ability in summer school to just focus on one class at a time, and to really just focus on getting that done and not have all of their other classes to worry about at the same time. So it's an advantage for students that really just want to focus on one thing at a time.
For sure. And are there any other details that we should know? And where should one go if they want to sign up? And who should they contact if they have any questions?
Sure. A couple things to know is that some of the class offerings have changed. There are a few of the courses that we would normally offer in summer school that really, due to the nature of the course, are not going to work well in this blended learning model. So I encourage you to check out the website, go to the Summer School tab on ndpsaints.org. The NDP registrar, Mrs. Wallingford, is the one to contact if you need to change your existing summer school registration, and that needs to be done no later than May 15th. So please check out those details for which classes are being offered and let her know if you need to change them.
Well, thank you, Ms. Heisler, for providing us with all of that insightful information regarding summer school. It's now time for our favorite segment of the week, Students of the Week. This week's student is a house captain of St. George and has been serving his community during the COVID-19 crisis. He's been picking up food once a month for the St. Vincent de Paul warehouse and then delivers it to the St. Joan of Arc Parish, St. Vincent de Paul pantry for food distribution to those in need. This special student is an NDP senior and his name is Logan Szczepanski. Logan, thanks so much for joining us. So, tell us what you and your family have been up to these last few weeks.
We're kind of in a unique situation, so we're still trying to balance our regular activities while staying safe. And my brother and I have been home doing our homework because we're both still in school, and my dad's been going to work like normal, but we're still trying to find that balance of keeping safe during quarantine and doing our regular activities. So as some people have seen in the newsletter, we still have been volunteering. Once every month, my brother, my family and I go to St. Vincent de Paul, deliver food as part of, just our community service. So we're still trying to keep up with benefiting the community in that way.
So your brother Cole graduated in the NDP in 2018. And how has the experience been with him back working together on this service project?
Well, typically I don't see Cole that much anyways, even if he goes to ASU, but it's fun for him to be around. And we're waking up pretty early, me and him driving down to St. Vincent de Paul. It's kind of just a nice bonding experience for us as brothers, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What inspired you to give back to the community, and why is it important for you to do what you're doing?
Well, I've kind of been raised around the Catholic faith. I've gone to Catholic school since I've been in school, and service is a big aspect about you gotta help others, and that's just kind of the mentality I've always had. So St. Vincent de Paul, I've been helping there since 5th or 6th grade, so that's kind of a regular service place I go to. So just got to keep up with that, even if we're in a unique situation. There are still more people who are less fortunate than us, and they still need to get food somehow. So
Well, Logan, you're certainly inspiring to all of us to think about giving back to those who need it most. NDP thanks you for your hard work, and congratulations for being this week's Student of the Week.
Thank you.
Saints, remember that senior service hours were due on Monday, so please get them in soon. You have until May 4th to get those hours done. We know that students cannot go out into the real world and to help others, So we are allowing students to be creative and to perform their Christian service hours either at home or through our charity drives coming up with NDP. Read the patronettes for details. Also remember to have your parents verify your hours and email a photo of you to Mrs. Dingus, our Christian Service Learning Coordinator. Keep serving, NDP. Well, there you have it, Saints. Thanks for checking in and watching NDP Live's video announcements. We will be back next week with new information on NDP's online auction happening May 4th through 8th. Until then, stay positive, stay healthy, stay smart, stay classy, and stay holy, Saints.